Dear students, today I am here with the poem The Voice of the Rain, written by Walt Whitman. The poem The Voice of Rain signifies the eternal role that the rain plays in nurturing, quenching, and purifying the various elements of earth. Dear students, I request you to watch this video till the end because I'd be explaining the literary devices as well, and apart from that, I'll be providing stanza-wise explanation of the poem along with the word meaning. So the stanza first goes like this. And who art thou? Said I to the soft falling shower, which strange to tell gave me an answer as here translated, I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. So the words that you need to understand here are thou, which means you, soft falling means dropping softly, and shower means raindrops when they fall continuously on earth. So the poem begins with the poet asking for the identity of the soft falling rain shower. Much to the surprise of the poet, the rain replies to his question, which the poet translates for his readers. The rain, in its own voice, tells the poet that she is the poem of this earth. The rain is trying to say that as music or poetry gives pleasure to human beings, the rain gives happiness to Mother Earth. The second stanza goes like this. Eternal I rise, impalpable, out of the land and the bottomless sea, upward to heaven, whence vaguely formed, altogether changed and yet the same. So the words that you need to understand here are eternal, which means everlasting, impalpable, which means unable to be felt by touching, and then bottomless is something that's very deep, upward is towards a high level, then you see the word whence, which means from where, then you have vaguely means unclearly, and then the word formed means made into a specific shape or form. So here the poet says that the rain is an eternal process, but it takes different forms at different times. It rises from the land and the deep sea in the form of intangible water vapor and goes up to the sky. There it takes an indistinct shape in the form of clouds. Although it changes in its form or shape, its core matter remains the same. Since vapor and clouds contain water, they can get transformed into the other. The words impalpable and eternal indicate that nature is not fully understood and some part of it always remains beyond our reach. Then comes stanza 3, which says, I descend to lave the draughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe, and all that in them, without me, were seeds only, latent unborn. So here we see the meaning of the word descend, which means move or fall downwards. Then we have the word lave. Lave means wash. And wash is what? Draughts. Draughts are the dry spells. And then we have atomies, which are very tiny particles. Globe, we understand that it's used for earth, and latent means something which is dormant or inactive. Okay, so the poet says that the raindrops pour down from above to wash away draughts and dust layers enveloping the earth. It satisfies the thirst of the dry earth and heals everything that is degrading and is lying lifeless. The showers remove the dust particles and make earth clean and green. The rain also helps in the germination of seeds which were lying dormant due to a dry spell. Moving to stanza 4, it says, and forever by day and night I give back life to my own origin and make pure and beautify it. For song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. So here we need to understand the meaning of the word origin, that is the source. Beautify means to make beautiful. Issuing means originating or starting. Fulfillment means completing the cycle. Wandering means moving from one place to another. Regged means cared about, and unregged means uncared for. Duly means properly and rightly. Okay? So here the rain is involved in a continued process of giving life on earth by providing water to dormant seeds and making the earth more beautiful and full of greenery. Rain helps in enhancing the beauty of earth, as in the absence of water, everything turns dull or lifeless and dust accumulates everywhere. So the last two lines are the poet's own words and his reflections upon the answers given by the rain. The poet observes that the life of rain is similar to that of a song. A song or poem is creativity at its best. It has the power to calm, heal, rejuvenate, transform, and thrill. In the same way, repeated evaporation and condensation purifies the earth. The entire environment gets drenched in the rain, dust particles settle down, and there is greenery everywhere, which makes the whole earth beautiful to look at. The poet therefore draws a parallel between rain and music, as both have rhythm and ability to thrill. Both of them rejuvenate and beautify life. Now let's see what literary devices the poet has used. So the first one is the personification, and here the rain has been personified as it has been given a voice in the poem. Then comes metaphor. So we see the line that says, I am the poem of the earth. So the poet uses a metaphor to compare how the rain leaves the ground to come back to the ground, giving back to it much like a person who leaves its home only to come back after fulfilling its journey. Then we have simile in the last two lines, where the poet has drawn a parallel between the rain and the song of a poet. Bottomless sea is an example of hyperbole, and the poet describes sea as bottomless, which is an exaggerated statement to bring out the desired effect. Then we have imagery also that the poet has used in the first line of the poem. Soft falling shower gives the reader an image of gentle rain or drizzle. During the dialogue between the poet and the rain, it creates an image of showers or drops of water falling down from the heavens to the earth and infusing it with greenery, purity, and beauty. That's all for today. In case of any doubts or queries, you can drop us a message on Instagram, or you can also drop them in the comment section below. I'll revert to them as soon as possible.